Good morning, and welcome to YHB News Friday morning updates. This is update number 11, and this is your host, Natasha Young. This is brought to you by the community members, supporters, and sponsors of the online networks of the Young Hollywood Blast. And whether you are joining us from HAPS, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, or Twitch, we invite you to be part of our growing and inclusive news community for independent creatives around the world. You can learn more about us at buymeacoffee.com, Young Hwood Blist. And that's short for the Young Hollywood Blast. I'm going to put that up on the screen so you can see our link. And that's going to be kind of where we're going to be hanging out the most. And you're going to learn a little bit more about why that's the case. Here is a short bit.ly to that same website to make it a little bit easier for everyone to find us. And that is it right here, bit.ly YHB BMC, and that will take you straight to our Buy Me a Coffee page. That's going to be our main place where we're spending the most time and a great way to learn about our community and what we're doing and why we're doing it. So welcome everyone. I see you all hopping into the comments. Good morning, Darian in Manchester. And I see everybody coming in. This is going to be a shorter broadcast. Darian, thank you for letting us know you can't stay long today. That's perfectly okay. This is going to be a shorter broadcast this morning, and um, yeah, as usual, I didn't get enough sleep before this broadcast. It's just one of those things. I just can't seem to get to sleep before these shows. I guess I'm just way too ramped up and ready to get in here and talk to everybody. We do this every Monday and Friday, and yeah, so that is what's going on. Basically, if you are joining us from the different sites, I just want to remind you that you can make your comments from wherever you're most comfortable. That would be on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. Those are the pages where you'll find our live stream. Right now they should be up and going. So if you don't see our stream there, then just hop on over to HAPS. That would be the easiest place to just join if you haven't already, and hop in the comments, and you can start talking with our community, because this is where we hang out every Friday. Now, let's get into some of these updates, shall we? And I want to find out first, how has your week been, everyone? How have you been doing? I'd love to hear some of what you've been up to. And just so you know, when we have our 5 minute break, that's when we have time to really chit chat amongst ourselves in the community in the comments here. So this, just so you know, there's always time every week for us to get into the comments, and you can chit chat with each other throughout the show, but during that break is when we're really going to be able to meet and greet, say hello to everybody. But I'm just curious as for right now, because I just woke up, and I want to know what's going on your end of the world, where you're at, and find out how everything is going. So you can comment from Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and also here on HAP. So don't forget to join us when you can. What's going on? Darian said she can't stay for long. Who else is hanging out here? Ah, Yes, it has been a busy week. Lots of work. Also, moving forward with finishing an old project. I'm just reading what Darian's posting here in the comments. Finally got the go ahead from the university to go back and use their kit. Hey, that's great. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. I know you've got to hop off and go work in a minute, but if I get through these all these explanations really quickly, let me know if you want to jump in and talk a little bit about that. That's so exciting, Darian. Congratulations. That's amazing. Yes, Darian has a film that she's shooting this summer that's coming up. So I'm excited to hear a little bit more about how that's going. So let's see if she's available. If she isn't, then we'll just have to wait until next time. And let's talk about what's happening here at the Blast. So I have made an amazing takeover for the screen. That's going to be coming up here in a second. I forgot I left one thing out, and I'm just going to add that in, and then we'll talk about what's happening around here because there's quite a lot is going on. And as you can hear me typing, that's what's going on. I'm adding to the takeover. Hey, this is what's happening. Our website is being updated. We've got community guests next week, and summer break starts July. Yes, exciting stuff. So we have a website, Young Hollywood. Well, it's younghollywoodblast.com, and that website had to go to sleep for just a little bit. Um, are you guys curious to hear why? Yes, it was partially due to I guess the costs. The costs of running the website were being managed primarily by myself for the last 10 years. And so this year it came to a point where this was not going to be possible for me to continue making that investment um, on my own. And that is one of the reasons why it became really important for us to start this Buy Me a Coffee page so that the community and our audience could become aware that the the cost of running a independent media organization uh, really um, can be, I guess, yeah, supported by the community, and the community can, in return, really help direct a lot of what we're doing here as a result. And so we want to bring more of the ownership into the community, and I thought this was a great way. And now I'm saying I because yes, I'm the CEO. I've been running this from behind the scenes. I've been wearing every hat and really so so wanting this space to become more of service to the community that's here and that's joining us. It's a growing community, and especially since we've joined HAP. So yes, our website is is being updated, and it's been moved to a space that is actually new for it, but it is just slightly lower in cost. It's not without cost, but it's slightly lower in cost. So that that's why it's being updated and needed to just get moved and get some things sort of like sorted out. It's like housekeeping and things being put in the right places and all those sort of things. So that's what's happening with our website. Now, if you want to keep up with our progress and While we're getting that up to date, you can always join us on our Buy Me a Coffee page. That's where all the updates will be going, and it's very, very encouraged for you to join over there and just keep up to date. If you're part of the community and you really want to see this space grow, you're really excited about independent digital journalism, about emerging Hollywood that's inclusive and representative of the entire creative economy, then this is a wonderful space for you to connect with us and show your support and also see what we're doing as a result of becoming a member. There will be some updates that will be only available to members. So I do again encourage you, if you love this space, if you want to see it grow, to please consider becoming a member. You can start with a coffee cup, and that really will go a long way towards supporting our digital journalism here and seeing it grow. Uh, Speaking of which, I just want to make a a break to shout out our first supporter and give a huge thank you to Andre Solomon. Thank you so much for being our first supporter at Buy Me a Coffee. It really is so appreciated, and it means a lot to us here to have that. It's confidence building. Hey, we're doing something right. And also there are so many other supporters who are making this space come to life this year in 2021. So let's take a look now at the founders. And these are all of our founders that we want to thank. And if you see your name there, I'm giving you a round of applause, and so is the audience. We really appreciate you believing in this organization, believing in the ethos, the spirit of the Young Hollywood Blast, and helping our different various, you know, initiatives like this one on HAPS come to life. So thank you, round of applause for every one of our founders. So yes, back to our very, very brief update because I have to go back and check in the comments, see who is coming in to see what's going on. What's next on the list? We have community guests next week. What does that mean? Ooh, exciting. Yeah. So I mean, if you've been watching the show, you know that we really have a lot of, we always make room for guests to hop in and come say hello. That's been the case, and we want that to continue. But on Friday, the final Friday in every month, going forward that we're on air, um, we want to have a Meet the YHB News Community Friday, where 4 seats are available, and we can come in and talk with each other. Let's talk more about what that looks like. Let me just check in the comments and see if everybody's good over here. Anybody have any questions? Let me know. This is what's going on. So I'm gonna post a little. Hey, thanks, Darian. Yeah, and I'd love to hear what you think about this. So the idea is that we have 4 seats available for our community, and we just kind of give everyone a chance to talk about what they're working on. Um, and I'm still deciding. I'm not sure whether all four people should be on at the same exact time, like just have them all on screen, because that is actually a possibility. How do you think people would feel about that? Would that be fun? Would that be daunting? Would it be like nerve-wracking? Because I know, some people are very new to live streaming, and I don't know if like hopping into like a big community sit down with like four people, including myself, that would be five, um, whether that would be too much. So, what are your thoughts, guys? Four people in the seats. And I have in the comments, if you're here on Haps, you can see I just posted a link to our Twitter post about this. This explains everything, how it works, up to as far as how I, imagined it at the beginning of this month, when I put this out to the community. I post a lot of things on Twitter, so if you aren't following on Twitter yet, definitely hop on over there and give us a follow. I'll have our socials up, uh, definitely very soon. Let me see if I can. I was trying to open up this link, to see if I can. Here we go. I'm going to try to present this on screen too, so I can give you guys the deets. But what are you guys thinking? I see it's kind of like a panel. I like that idea, honestly. Hey, yeah, Darian, I like the idea of it being a panel, and that would mean, yeah, definitely, getting everyone's information beforehand. So people couldn't just show up in that case, because we'd have to kind of make sure that, there would be comfortability, that everybody would be okay with it being like a panel forum. I like that, the community in a panel setting. That's interesting. Um, hey, good morning, Z Wolf. Hello in Montreal, yes. Um, so I was like liking your earlier comment. Let me see what you have here. It will be as good as the Ringmaster. Ah, I see. Yes, very much so. Yeah, I don't think I've run a panel before in my experience. So, comparing uh, creatives to lions, that has so many wonderful images coming to mind. Lions, are those lions in those chairs, in the four chairs? Who knows? It could be dangerous. It could be dangerous, or it could be thrilling. It could be exciting. Um, yes. Thank you. Thank you for the full confidence. Really appreciate that. So I like this. The community has spoken and said that it will be like a panel setting. So, um, if you're watching the replay and you have any ideas, comments about the YHB News community meeting of the minds that we want to have on the final Friday, let me know. I haven't really like put out formal, invitations. I haven't sent out a newsletter yet. It's just been like one of those months where I feel like the month has just gotten away from me. I don't know if you guys are feeling similarly, but June has just been like running away. I meant to send out an invitation to our community through our newsletter. We have like a private newsletter with it. You can join if you're a newsmaker and you want to be in on all these sort of discussions, and that these newsletters don't happen very frequently, as you can tell, because I keep getting pulled in this direction and that direction, and by the time like 6 months has gone by, um, so nobody knows yet the newsletter. So hopefully they're watching this update, because I didn't remind them about this either. I'm so sorry, guys. It's just out of hand over here. But you are invited if you are part of the community. And what I'm going to do is send out this update as a replay. That's what I'll do. I'll send out the replay. There we go, and everybody can watch this and hopefully join us next week, because next week is the last Friday in June. Can you believe that? Yes, it is. It's already coming up. So that's that. So on Twitter, again, you can see all the details of the meeting of the minds on the Friday. It's in the comments here on HAPS. The link to that. Let me just show you on screen. I hope that it will not be blurry this time. Last time I was trying to show something on Twitter and it just looked like one big blur. This looks a little bit better this morning. So this was the announcement that went out. Again, the link is in the comments on HAPS, and it just explains and outlines that we have 4 guest seats open on HAPS, and this is a resource for our community to be able to talk about their projects, talk about what's going on in their work, that they're at liberty to talk about. Obviously, if you can't talk about it, that's fine. If you want to come on and just say hello and network and meet the community, that's also welcome, because this is a community. This is not necessarily where there's going to be a news update every single second about what you're doing. Um, Honestly, and this is also in response to, I don't know how many of you remember that in the month of April we did an exciting super thread, which I absolutely loved the idea of, but the community didn't. Looking at my screen. Am I back? Yay! I had a connection. I lost my connection for a second. I don't know if you guys heard me the whole time, but it's always fun, always fun. Let me stop presenting for a second and let's get the visuals back here. But yes, I may have to restart the server here. Oh no, it's back. Sorry, guys, I was having a little bit of connectivity issues. Speaking of which, this is a great time to reach out to the community and let you know that you can award this broadcast if you are enjoying our broadcast and what we do here. Even if you're watching the replay, you can just pop a tip into our little tip jar, and that's down in the comment area. You'll see a star and it says awards. And oh, hey, thank you so much, Z-Wolf, for that Super Heart Award. So appreciated. And that's exactly what it is. It's a tip in the tip jar. It goes towards helping us to improve things around here, like the production quality and hopefully our internet connectivity. But that is so appreciated. And so, yes, anytime you're able to, we welcome it, and we are so grateful here. So we were talking about the upcoming Meet the Community Members panel, which Z-Wolf described as me being the ringmaster hopefully, it'll be exciting. It'll be as exciting as watching that, but it doesn't have to be, and it most certainly can be just us, hanging out and talking with each other, meeting each other, sharing what we're working on. But please, if you are interested in being part of that, reach out. And actually, there's a tweet that I had put out at the beginning of the month, and I was presenting it on screen just a moment ago. It's in the comments here on HAPS, so you can click on that. If you're watching the HAPS replay, click on that comment. It will take you straight there, and you can just scroll down and see everything. So it's 7 o'clock already. I think I'm not sure if Darian is even still here, because I know she had to get to her next thing that's going on. I appreciate that. We're actually going to take a short break. I'm going to hop in the comments, meet and greet, talk to everybody that's here. And when we come back, we will finish up with our updates and see if anybody wants to hop in here and talk with us. So until then, we'll see you in about 5 minutes. Hey, we are back from our short 5-minute break, and welcome everyone. This is YHB News Friday Morning Updates number 11. You are watching with your host, Natasha Young, and this is brought to you by the community members, sponsors, and supporters of the Young Hollywood Blast online networks. We're so excited to be back here with you, and I'm just seeing and checking into the comments if everybody wants to hop in here. Anybody? Yes, Z Wolf said he will jump in for a few minutes. I think Darian had to go. We want to thank Darian for stopping by on her way to work. So amazing to have the community stop in and say hello. And wherever you're joining us from, whether you're watching on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, or Haps, welcome. And it's so exciting to have new people joining us and our regular supporters coming in here and supporting us. Daniel's going to be hopping in here into the guest seat in just a moment. So I just want to finish up our update. This is the last bit. I promise you guys it's going to be a fast update. It always takes longer than I think to do these. I always think, oh yeah, it'll only take me half an hour. No, it always takes way longer. It's just amazing that I can talk so much. And here is it, the final number 3, summer break is coming up in July. You guys saw that in the 5-minute break too, but let's talk about that very briefly. Oh no, we just talked about this. That's next week. That's the final Friday in June. But coming up in July, let's talk about that for a second. Yeah, we're taking a break in July. Yay, applause for that. We're going to take some time here at the Blast to just, do some inventory, actually rest, doing these broadcasts every week at 6:30 a.m. on a Friday and a Monday. It really is a lot of work here on the back end, and I love doing it for the community. It's amazing. It's fun. It's exciting, but there's time. You need a little time to get some sleep. I didn't get enough sleep this morning, and it's catching up with me. And I always say, there was something that I'm hoping to actually talk with this amazing screenwriter online. I'm going to get the name of this person correct because I follow this person called Shala Evans. Shala Evans on Twitter wrote the most amazing thing, and it was about, really, it not being an honorable thing to not take care of your health and think that's okay in this business. In the entertainment business, we can sometimes really, put off taking care of ourselves in the name of our art, and say, hey, it's really cool to, not get enough sleep and, just push ourselves to the edge and push it all the way to over the edge, work these 16-hour days doing these film shoots, to get it done, or whatever project it is, work on stage with pneumonia. That was me. I've been definitely guilty of all of that. And so this summer break is an encouragement also to anybody who's out there and is pushing themselves to the limit, that it is okay to rest. to pause, to regather your energy, and know that it will be all brought even better to your work when you have taken care of yourself. So take care of yourself first. That's my encouragement. I'm really hoping to get Shala on. I've been meaning to reach out. I'm just making an announcement now that that's one of the things that's been on my list. That's just been like getting away from me in June. So if I can't get Shala on to talk with us this month before we go on break, then definitely after that. Hold me accountable, guys. We need to get Shala in to talk about this. So take care of yourself, and that will help take care of your art. Yes, I'm writing this down in the comments. Take care of your art. Take care of yourself to take care of your art. What do you guys think about that? I'd love to hear. And I'm really looking forward to this break. So I really will be looking forward to taking this break because I need it. I really do. And I think it will give some time for us to regather all of our, thoughts on everything, and get, an exciting show here for the late summer fall season. Okay, so we have a guest. And if there's any questions, of course, if there's any questions about any of the updates, feel free to reach out. Usually the best place to reach us is Twitter, because that's where we hang out the most. That's kind of like the central point of everything. And then the other new hangout is going to be our Buy Me a Coffee page while we are getting our website up to speed, but probably after that too, because really it's important for us here to build the community and build the machine behind that community. So whenever Daniel is ready, we're going to have him come up here and chat with us for a minute about what's new, what's happening, and hear from our community member who is Z Wolf, a Yamcha story. I'm just going to put this into our comments. And for everybody that's like, hey, I see Z Wolf on here every week. That's because he shows up. He shows up here, and you can too. It's really that simple. Just sign up for your account on Haps and hop in here. It takes seconds. In fact, let me just throw the invite up here on the screen again while we're waiting for Daniel to join us, so that you know how easy it is. That's the invitation right there. Very simple. So Daniel, your mic is unmuted. Are you ready to chat with the audience? Hey, good morning or good afternoon. Wait, hang on.
No,
it's afternoon there, right?
No, it's 10:15.
Oh, it's 10:15 in the morning. What?
I'm on the East
Really?
Coast.
Oh, why did I think it was like afternoon there? 3 hours, 3 hours. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
because you're
Like,
doing your show way too early.
yeah, I am. It is. That's one of the things I'm thinking about actually for coming back after July, after the break. Um, should it be later? Like, but would you be able to attend if that happened? The people that come early, would they be able to attend? That's the question.
Well, if let's say if you do it at 9 a.m., for example, here is going to be about lunchtime, so I'll be able to spend a whole hour just listening to you. So, well, from my perspective, it works perfectly.
Okay, well, there we go. It's been decided. And if you don't like that decision, you can always hop in the comments and make your thoughts known as well. But I love it. I'm thinking the extra sleep might be a really really great uh, great idea.
Absolutely. It also
Um,
vibes with the sentence you said before: take care of yourself to take care of your art. A few extra hours of sleep can definitely come in handy.
Wow. Thank you for reaffirming that, and thank you for, yeah, just mirroring that back, because sometimes I need to hear it from someone else.
We all do.
Talking with community. I'm just making a note of fire so everybody knows, because they don't see either of us on the screen. I'm letting them know what the invisible voice is. The invisible voice is Daniel, who is the creator of Z-Wolf, a Yamcha story. You've been working on this project night and day, round the clock. Are you taking care of yourself while you're doing this project? That's a good
I try
question.
to, but right now it's crunch time because we're
Yeah.
in full pre-production. We're scheduling auditions for the first week of July. We already advanced quite a bit on casting. Also, behind the camera crew is expanding all the time. So we have, for example, we have a fight choreographer, and we also managed to get the choreographer, stunt coordinator, that sort of thing, with the rigging equipment and all that stuff. So that part is advancing. We got another special effects makeup person, a production assistant that is of tremendous help. I don't think any movie should be without one. And yeah,
Production assistant.
exactly, yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, it's shaping up so well. So I'm so happy and humbled. And as I said in the comments, as soon as the first action is being yelled or as the full first footage is being filmed, I'm gonna cry like a baby, like because it's essentially over a year of planning and hoping, and once it actually happens, that means okay, you planned everything and it's happening. So it's just the fact that somebody yells action, it's an accomplishment.
Yes. And I just reposted that onto the screen, your comment there earlier. Um, it is, it is something that I think, it's hard to describe. The You have to go through that. Now, I know, like, for example, I have a project in mind of my own that I've been wanting to create, and it's just, I'm curious, just from the perspective of like a creator. When you were creating this project, Yamcha Story, how many, before the year of, the pre-production, what have you been like, how long had you been writing this project or thinking about doing it?
Well, thinking about it for quite a while, actually, I would say thinking about it for about at least 10 years. I want to saying more would sound a little bit presumptuous, but I was thinking about it for quite a while. And writing it, I think the first draft started almost a year and a half ago. And so when I decided to finally put pen to paper, so that was basically a very gutsy move to okay, let's see how your story actually writes itself, if it has any cohesion, if it's any good. And then once I started doing the first round of feedbacks, and even though it came with some constructive criticism, the overall feedback was that yeah, you have something here, so keep pushing it. I really want to see this. So that kept motivating. So people who always constantly gave me the positive support and encouragement, because it's very easy to just dump all over an idea and shut it down. But no, I was lucky enough to get like enough positive reinforcement to take the gamble and make it happen as much as I can.
That's really, my thought is, immediately, where did you find the I guess the feedback machine? Like, who were your, who were the people that helped you? Did you take a class? Did you talk with friends? Like, how did you get your work written?
I just the way I wrote it, like I didn't write it at first in like what would be considered a script format. I just wrote it the way it played in my head. And so basically a dialogue here, a description there, like a reaction there, and basically make it maybe more closer to a story format than a script format. uh, but the story ended up being told, like the start to finish, because for lack of a better term, I knew how it was going to start, I
Hmm.
knew how it was going to finish, and I knew some major markers, and it was just basically like literally trying to connect the dots. and uh,
Ah,
and it kind of and it wrote itself out. And I'm no screenwriter by any stretch of the imagination, so this for me was definitely new territory. But the fact that it got positive feedback and encouragement, and the fact that I have a lot of people that are part of this production just because they're fans, they like what they wrote, and they said no problem, I'll take a very reduced fee. Some of them even offered their time for free, that sort of thing, because they like what they read. So all that stuff is just intense positive reinforcement, and it brings a smile to my face every day.
it's so brave, and it's really great to hear the creative side of the journey for me in particular. I don't know who else in the audience really needs to hear this, but it's one of those things where I think sometimes, people underestimate how, you know, how easy it can be to just be creative and like live your dream, by just doing it. But I'm just wondering, like, what was the final push that made you, go over from the 10 years of thinking into the doing?
um I'm trying to think if it was any specific event, because overall I just decided, like, throughout my life I've never been afraid of quote unquote rocking the boat. So at one point I just decided, okay, I'm in a place where I can get this done. I can take a sort of a calculated risk, not put the mortgage or my kid's future on the line or anything like that. So basically, all right, I'm in a good place. What am I waiting for? So I had kind of that inner discussion. I mean, as cheesy as it sounds, I had like an inner discussion kind of thing. What am I waiting for? And then when I realized there's nothing kind of holding me back from it, I just jumped in.
Yeah, I think that's a point that we all reach where there's you decide, you make a decision to just dive in, and it's I guess it just happens when it happens.
Yeah, I
There's
knew that
there's
I wanted to get it done in August because for two reasons. First of all, like kids are out of school, so I don't have to necessarily do all the trips, the drop off, the pickups, that sort of thing. And I wanted to have the good weather because unlike California, we have very four distinct seasons, four
Oh,
very
stop
distinct
bragging.
seasons.
Stop bragging. I want the Four Seasons. Come on.
I'll change with you every day. Just say the word. Just say the word.
The
I give you
word, the
my keys,
word.
you give me your keys, and we swap for a year. And then you'll see.
I love weather. Come on. I love
No,
it.
but we have a distinct fall, distinct winter, that kind of thing. So if let's say I delayed it past August, we're risking losing most of the sunshine because
Ah,
come
yeah.
September we have a lot of rain here come fall.
Oh,
So
wow. Yes, yes.
so I decided,
Wow.
okay, we have to do it in August. So hell or high water, August it is. So far everything seems to be matching and fitting into place accordingly. So so far I couldn't be happier.
Well, that is such an exciting update. It's amazing to hear about it. I know that next week, we're having the panel as you described it. I'm using your words because I think they were great. Um, the panel, would you be interested to, like, hang out on the panel next week?
Of course, I don't even know why you're asking.
I know. Well, I'm asking. It's like an invitation. It's also letting the audience know that they can come join us, as well, in this community, in the community chairs here. I don't. is that an inviting sort of name? Community chairs, almost like in kindergarten. Um, but yeah, it'd be great to have you there because I feel like it will give some you kind of are the the most interviewed guest, I think, here.
Yeah, I
You have
know.
the
I'm
most
kind of a
experience.
press junkie, so I take an opportunity of everything that I can find, so to spread the word. So I've been abusing your airtime quite a bit, let's say.
No, it's not. It's great because it's great practice also here for me. To learn how to manage this space here. HAPS is such a new thing for us here at the Blast, so it's been really great. So we will look forward to having you in any one of those seats that you want to sit in next week. Um, so Daniel, thank you so much for making some time to hop in here, talk with the community,
My
and
pleasure.
share what's going on. And we will start wrapping up because I think I actually need to like go sleep some more.
Not surprised.
Oh man, I just need to go to sleep. Like you know what it is, Daniel? It's like I get to like the night before. It's like the night before Christmas every time for me. Or whatever holiday you could imagine. I mean, I don't really celebrate any holidays. For anybody that's listening and is like wondering, it's just it's just one of those things where it's just like that feeling of excitement. That's the only way I can sort of like describe it like in general terms.
Celebrate
Um,
anything that puts a smile on your face, as long as it
there
doesn't
you
harm
go.
anybody else. Just do it.
Exactly. Well, this is that for me. This is every one of those, and doing this broadcast really does like it just I get so I need to like find a way to like I don't know if anybody has suggestions on how you can like just calm down before like a big day, like that's generally doesn't involve a lot of vermouth, Daniel. Like
No.
no vermouth and no tequila.
No, that was for a Go-Go's party. It was different.
That's true. That's true. We do some other broadcasts here. I do the host, Natasha Young. I broadcast over on my channel as well, and we have a show called Go Go and Natasha in the Process. And my co-host had a birthday this week, and we had a little bit of a celebration. In fact, if you want to watch the replay of that, you're more than welcome to watch that. People who are watching here, but again, Daniel, thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next Monday or Friday or both days.
Both. Unless something comes up that prevents me from coming, I'm always there.
Got it. All right. See you then.
Absolutely. Take care.
Thank you. And to everybody that's watching and has been joining us from Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and HAPS, want to thank you all for joining us on this beautiful Friday, the 18th of June. I hope I said the right date before. I think I might have said the wrong date at the beginning of the show. um, and yes, we want to thank Daniel so much for coming on and talking with us this morning about his project. I'm trying to find this. This is what is happening. My brain is just on slow because I need to go back to sleep, guys. Like this, I think this broadcast is way too early in the morning for me. We might need to move it. I might need to run a poll and ask you guys if you want to be at the broadcast at 6:30 a.m. Pacific. From the attendance today live, I would I would tend to say maybe no. I don't know. But on other mornings, there's more attendance. So it's hard to tell. It just varies from week to week. And maybe we might be just kind of moving the time around, or maybe just doing one of these updates, Friday morning updates per month, or maybe every other week if it's too frequent. I'm not sure if we have the right combination of everything, but either case, at the moment, you can join us on Mondays and Fridays at 6:30 a.m., at least until the end of this month. And I hope to see more of you next week because it's going to be very, very exciting. We're going to meet the community members. I'm going to reach out a bit this week and see who wants to come on in case they aren't aware, because again, I didn't put a newsletter out, so maybe people aren't aware. Remember to join us on all of our socials, and those are the places to join us. And on Monday, we are going to be back with Crowdfund Monday at 6:30 a.m. Pacific. That's where you can share your crowdfunding campaigns with our community of amazing emerging and entertainment creators who are artists supporting artists. And there's also people who love supporting your work, who are watching that broadcast, watching the replays. And when you come on here on HAPS, you can have the opportunity to talk with us live about your crowdfunding campaign. So I'm looking forward to talking with you. Again, because of the upcoming break in July, Crowdfund Monday will also be on pause during that time. So next Monday will be the final Monday of, actually, let me take that back. We've got 2 more Mondays, so you guys are in luck. 2 more Mondays of Crowdfund Monday until we are on break. So I'm looking forward to seeing your campaigns. Can't wait to meet more of you. And until next time, this has been the Young Hollywood Blast and Natasha Young and the community here. We're wishing you a wonderful rest of your Friday and a wonderful week.